Okay, hello and welcome to Toge Southwest or TougeSW.com. I call it Toge Southwest, but SW.com for short. I didn't want a huge long domain. Anyways, welcome in. This is Series 3, Episode 13. Tonight I am going to talk about the CA20E, which is a motor set for the S12, and I'm going to teach people how it's done actually. It's 9/25/25, and you can check on my old episodes on TougeSW.com, or you can watch them live every Thursday night here on Twitch.tv, Wandering Raven, and so on. Next, welcome. This is what I do every Thursday night. This is my podcast. If you want to learn more about what Touge Southwest is, visit the website TougeSW.com, which is TougeSW.com. And yeah, there's a huge history behind it. If you want to learn more about me, I'm the host, Wandering Raven. You can learn more about me on VegasHackware.com, which has my book that I published. And yeah, that's where you'll find a lot about me. Put that in the nutshell. So let's start doing our little bit of updates. Drift car updates. I had none done because I had to. Let's see. Let me open up the leftover and I'll show you what I'm doing. According to the list here, what's left is technically all in white, except for the build a cluster. I'm currently in the process of building a cluster with a Raspberry Pi 3.35 or 32 or whatever. I forgot what they're called. It's a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. There we go. Not 3.5. I don't know what I'm thinking. But yeah, that's what I'm currently working on. Whatever's left is in white. It's currently what I'm working on. After that's done, it's basic maintenance stuff from here. So once this is done, we're ready. We're ready to rock. Of course, I can use all the help I can get. I just need to know how I power the car. Every analog requires a special connection between the Raspberry Pi and the analog device, like the fuel pump or stuff like the tachometer. It requires a different frequency reading and all that fun stuff. So that is what is going on. Now the next thing is Route 66. I'm doing a huge thing to heading over to Williams, Arizona to do a car show, which is called the Route 66 JDM. It's hosted by the Nico Club, the forums by the Nico Club, and it was mainly used for the older style classic Datsun cars. That's what it mainly is for. It's not in California, it's the one actually in Arizona. It's much smaller. They actually take over a whole street, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and then my whole plan is next Friday I was going to take my Project Serenity and bring it down. Alright, and speaking of Project Serenity, I am going to do a quick little update. Let me do this real quick. I think that's the one. Alright. Copy that. New window. D. We'll do it here. So, the reason why I'm doing this is because the original distributor was leaking oil from underneath, and that's not good. So basically, I wanted to go through. I actually found a reman over the weekend. I took that reman, cleaned it up as well as I could, tested it, and it seemed to be good. So took off the timing belt cover. I'm just going to go over this because I'm going to teach how to do this part in a moment. So Yep. I was doing the top dead center, so I think it's off a tooth. So I think this might actually tell me a little more once I find the correct timing, because that should be where it should be. So even though that does look like a little offsetter, that kind of looks like it's a little off-center. Maybe. Maybe not. It might be. So, that's the timing belt. Yeah, I was going through that. Basically, this whole video that I made is, it's 19 minutes long. It's to tell a whole detail on how I actually stab the distributor into the block. So, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm investigating that. So I'm trying to investigate the timing issue that I have with it now, because the new distributor has a different timing set. So I also lost my timing lights, so I just ordered a new one. So this weekend I'll be doing the timing. I need to do the timing, fix the timing for once and for all. I'm gonna get that done. And number two, I'm going to troubleshoot the fuel problem that I also have. I think I might actually have a fuel leak somewhere, so I'm going to go investigate more on that. It's not the drift car, it's my other car. I call it Project Serenity. And so next, time for the little lesson. Alright, so when I'm talking about the timing on a CA20, we are going to open up a great historical document here. It's the same year of my car, so this is good. So what are we looking for? We're looking for timing. So if we're looking for timing, we have to go to, let's say, suspension. That's another thing I did too over the weekend, but I'll get to that in a minute. Let's go EM. Let's start with EM. I think it's EM. I forgot. I thought it was timing. Hold on. Manual transmission, we got the clutch, we got the propeller shaft and differential carrier. That's not it. Steering system, that's not it. So yeah, it has to be, it's either, I don't think it's engine mechanical, I think it's more of engine fuel and emission control systems. Or it could be either one of these two. So, wish it was like, no. So let's see if I can, EM. So, EM. Get to the beginning of EM real quick. Oh, see, there's the timing belt. So this is where I think I might be off. So this is a good thing to remember. EM9 is where I need to go this weekend. Alright, so that's good to know. So timing marks, we gotta make sure it is all good. We get the mark that's there. I might actually have the belts mark on that, if that's the way I'm seeing it. And so I have to double check that. Keyway. But engine components. Let's go. Components, out of parts, oil pan, oil replacement, timing belt. So we have timing belt there. Nothing that says about anything about distributor or anything like that. So, but here's this. Okay, but it doesn't say exactly what it is. So technically I would have to use the ET on this one, mainly because my distributor does not look like that. So that's just the belt. It's gonna go through. I know this is gonna be the longest video I'm gonna have on this, so we're going through the freaking book. This is what I normally do. If I can't remember anything, I'll just go through what I can. And skimming it. Once I see the image that I'm looking for, that's when I stop. I have the physical book, so it's like I can actually just open it up and start going that way. It's quicker. But I figured I use the digital one today, so I can show exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so we're here. This is cooling system. We're not worried about this at all. So let's get past that. Oh, too far. This should be it. Yep, look at that. It's right here. Alright, let's see. What page is it on? Let's see here. Condenser fan. Components, location. Yep, we got that already. Wiring. We're not worried about wiring, so diagnostic procedure, nope. See, this is what happens in the book, though. It's like what? Alright, let's see if the oops. Doesn't tell me the page, so it might be on the other one. There's another section for engine mechanical stuff. So, skimming through, here it is, crank angle sensor, which is built inside the unit. Not really easy to pull out. It really isn't. Okay, let's move down through. Oh, go back up. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. This is like diagnostic stuff. Let's get out of here. There's a lot of pages. Hold on. Oh, that's that stuff. Okay. Always look like a. I don't know. Blow on it, I guess. No, suck on it. Dude, it can't be right. You're gonna suck on the gas. That's gross, dude. Idle air control units. Yep. Alright, scrolling down, maybe more. Here it goes. Fuel system, engine control system, exhaust system. I don't think it's here. Yeah, it wasn't there. Oh, let's see. If you can't find something, a lot of times there should be like a legend at the end. Or maybe not. Well, not in this one anyways. Yeah. We know it's not electrical. Or is it? Hold on. Let's go here. Honestly, anti-theft, audio, time control, warning lamps, combination, ignition system. It is an EL. Look at that. Okay, EL42. Well, alright, so let's jump over here. Alright, ignition system, very simple setup. Well, this is definitely how you hope to actually troubleshoot it. That's how it goes together. But question is okay, install an opinion, alignment mark. Basically, on the distributor, there's a little dot, and you have to align it with this. That'll give you the 11 o'clock and the 3 o'clock of the rotor, which I did cover in here. So let's see if I can get fast forward to that real quick. This is where some people actually have a problem with. Alright, so here we go. Okay. Alright, I was trying to explain. We have 3 o'clock and 11 o'clock. The outside is always going to be at 3 o'clock. The inside little tab is always going to be at 11 o'clock. And see how the dot and that aligned? That's how it goes in. You might have to do like a little over to the little left to get it to align inside. That's the only way you're going to be able to align those the tabs upright. Alright, so that's how you do it. It's really simple. You just have to align the two tabs, which is the big one at 3 o'clock, the other one at 11 o'clock. Technically at 11 o'clock, it's pretty much like trying to point it towards top dead center, even though it's the inside little one. The outside one is always going to be pointing at 3 o'clock, which is technically the other number one cylinder. So, but yeah, once you actually set it up that way, and basically for it to stay that way, you have to basically move it over a tooth, because this alignment mark will actually move over a little, and once you get it in, it'll all line up just perfectly. And the rotor shaft, rolling. Let's see. I wish it would show it too here, but it doesn't. It's like something it doesn't tell you. This is where people get confused, is like, how do you really install it? Because all you see is installation opinion, You have rollout pins, you got how to do rotor shafts and stuff like that, but it doesn't really show you how to install it. And let's say I go into here, tightening and torquing. No, it's definitely not in this one. And if we go into what's the next one? Maintenance, I think, which is just maintenance. So, I mean, we're gonna look around, but it's not there either. And the only other place that tells you about the distributor is not there. It's not in this area. I don't think it's in this area. I don't remember seeing it here. Not in machine, not in the MA part of the book, but it might be. But I haven't seen it. Just tells you all about the axles and everything else. E-brake, the tire. Oh, dude, I still need to get a freaking tire. I'll have to do that I'll have to do it this weekend. Service data, here's this. We got engine mechanical, which all we can do is go all the way down to, you know what, let's see if it's actually in like EM24. Maybe it's in the overhauler part. This tells you how to compression testing. Just tells you the marks and that. Tells you about what to look for on the timing belt. Tells you about the timing belt. Some more. More about the cylinder heads. Cams. Go back up. What was that? Knock pin. Yeah, this is all cam stuff. Now we go down and down. I did say EM34, so let's go there. Oh. Oh, here it is. Okay. See, okay, so this is where I've seen it, where this had to go a little over to there. Because if you don't have it over there, as soon as it gets stabbed in, that'll actually align. And these two, this has to be over to the left a little more. It tells you here. Turn camshaft until number 1 top dead center. Align distributor mark and gear mark with 1 tooth with this mark. Yep, right there. But it doesn't show you the other part of the distributor where I was talking about 1 at 3 and 1 at 11. And if you have 1 at 3 and 1 at 11, that's where these two line up. So yeah, that's why you gotta move that over just a little, because that's where the gear will actually line in once you push it in. So hopefully that makes sense. But that's it. It doesn't show you anything more. That's where I've seen it. So if you want to know more, I have the actual video here. This is how you do the distributor installation. I was trying to cover it, which technically I did. And I don't think I've shown the whole thing. I think I did. I have to go through. But yeah, once you put that one dot a little over to the left and you stab it, it'll actually align itself into its actual position. And the best thing to put is the big one is always at 3, the small one is always at 11. And that is your target, and that's how you do it. Okay, so that's that. We already know what's left on the drift car. Is there any questions? Hopefully I covered what I can on that. I try to show a little bit on the FSM. If you have an S12 like this and like an 86, go to nicoclub.com/FSM. They have all the books there that you need. That's a good reference point, just in case you ever need. nicoclub.com. Unless they took it down again, but nope, they didn't. Alright, if you don't know what Nico Club is, this is it. I call it Nico. It could be Nico Club. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it, so. It's under service manuals, because, yeah. If you have Nissan, you go to Nissan. There's the 200SX right there. I have 84, 83. Because those are definitely different years. That's an S111 or S110, or it's technically an S11, but with the extra 0 at the end. I don't know. It's the first year of the 84, which is a silver top. 86 is where they introduced the black tops. Oh no, I have it backwards. 84 was the black top. CA20. Well, the silver tops were the 86 and beyond. And the VG30 is 87 and beyond, but it's not in here. If you have a CA20E13 that's not American, it's all here. Massive miscellaneous documents all around here, especially the super rare FJ20s. CA20E13. I'm probably going to do that if I ever nuke the CA20, but any other Nissans, Lexus, I mean not Nissan, Infinitis, or Datsuns, it's all here. Matter of fact, we could probably look for my 280ZX 1980 right there. That's the owner's manual though, which I think is also the FSM, but these are not good documents. They didn't really document them that well, but then again, they're pretty much straightforward. So, anyways, in closing, I do this every Thursday night. And I hope to see you next time. Until then, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you next Thursday, and we'll be getting ready to maybe I'll check in on exactly everything I've done with the my road to Williams. It'll be fun. All right.